Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 11 of Direwolf20's Server Play Series, hanging out on Forgecraft 1 of all places. Hanging here with, I think we've got Chicken Bones on TeamSpeak with us. Also, we've got Amnet, but I think he hasn't been talking. Mysterious Ages, Nuchaz, Soren's here, also not talking, and Nuchaz is on the server. I am making some shears because I want to shear some sheep. I've been running around the world collecting sheep so that I could shear them. So we've got all kinds of animals in our animal pen here. We'll probably do something with them later down the line, but at least for now, we've got a decent helping of animals. Cool. I needed some wool. Excellent. Let's go actually down here. Now, I'm actually going to make another one of these dudes. So, I have in mind exactly how I want to do it, but what do we got here? I need some flowers. Yes, I need some of you. Guess I need two of you. That should be fine. So how you doing, Chicken Bones?
I'm doing well. Progress is coming along.
Yeah, what you working on?
I have been working on a multi-part API, which is going to allow lots of different things in the one block space that can all work together from different mods, so kind of like Red Power stuff. And I've finished pretty much all of the core components, so I'm now working on porting wireless redstone to 152 using this API instead of Red Power.
Oh, cool. So you'll be able to have wireless redstone basically without having red power there.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds very nice. Because I know in the past, right, like, the way you place the tiled wireless redstone components was all based on the Red Power 2 mechanic of placing tiled pieces and microblocks and stuff. So that's cool.
They'll still function almost identically and look the same and have covers and stuff like that, but they won't require Red Power.
Nice. I like it. Alright, I want one of you, so I need some iron. What am I missing here? You know what, it probably just only wants that stuff. Let's see. There we go. Ender tanks. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Beautiful.
You realize you're going to get inundated with people asking you when it's ready now, right?
Hopefully that won't be too far away.
Hopefully.
But we know the policy about ETA update, ETA requests, don't we? It's 1 week after the last person asked or when it's done, whichever's later.
Whichever's later. Nice. I think that's a fair policy. So guys, what am I making? I'm making a ender tank for ethanol because I want to be able to start creating IC2 power. And, my original concept here was to stick with the squeezer with all the apples and the forestry trees and the saplings and turning it into ethanol, right? But I realized that I want to have my IC2 power all the way over here. And it's not a terribly long distance, but I don't want like basically 50 or 60 blocks of liquid ducts underneath my base. I thought it would just be easier to stick with the ethanol remotely. And also, I will probably eventually clean this room up a little bit, and having ethanol in an ender tank probably won't hurt. So, let's get this thing cooking. And as you guys know, I just love to watch a tank fill up in my inventory. That's my favorite part. There we go. So, let's see. This is all coming into the tanks. That looks good. So I guess coming out of the tanks is where we're going to want to basically have this. So if I put an ender tank right next to a tank from Buildcraft, I wonder if that works. If I do this.
It should.
Really? Like just touching
Yeah,
the
Well,
tank?
you should be able to eject to it.
It'll eject to it. Yeah, it won't pull from it, right?
No, ender tanks don't pull.
Okay. They never have negative pressure or whatever it is.
Yep.
Understood. Also, my mining pickaxe is crazy fast now. There we go. Excellent. And you can see my ender tank filling up. How cool is that?
Did you burn lots of redstone on that upgrade?
Which upgrade?
The fast upgrade?
No, not too much. I have the one that the stone-bound pick, so that it mines faster, and it's like really low on durability. So it's basically like Vajira speed.
Nice.
It's like click, 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 click. Make giant mess click. It's awesome.
Accidentally mine half the world out click.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's still a pickaxe, so it only works on, like, you know, pickaxe blocks, like stone and stuff. It doesn't work on, for example, a barrel. Which I know a lot of people at this point who have accidentally used a Vajra on a barrel, and it's terrible. I think Grum last season, like, accidentally his whole barrel room.
Oh, God.
It was bad. He's like, I just knocked out like 4 barrels worth of stuff, and they were like extra dimensional too, so he lost a ton of the contents. Also, whatever version we have on Forgecraft 2 Chicken Bones is not rendering the ender tank in the hand. The ender tank is not rendering in my hand while I'm holding it. Unless it's like way down there.
That's strange.
I mean...
Did you update for the extra item render in Forge?
Yeah, no, there's a lot of people who have had that bug. So MFE's going to go here.
Maybe Forge didn't.
Yeah, no, there's like...
Forge probably broke something.
Yeah, no, there's a new thing you have to do for item rendering. Palmar had it, and like... I think like 3 other models had it. Yeah. It's easy to fix, they said, but you just need... Like, there's a new Forge hook or something. They differentiated the way things render.
It's a new, value you have to account for.
I'll find it.
Biogenerator needs gold and sturdy casing. So YouTube, I am going to make an MFE, a biogenerator, and a couple other things to get started here, and then I'll be back to have a blast. Making all kinds of power. See you in a minute. Alright guys, we're back. So what you up to, Mysterious Ages? What are you working on?
I'm working on upgrading, well, the mod formerly known as Thaumic Bees. Making it more general and standalone.
Fancy.
Standalone from?
Well, it used to be attached at the hip to Thaumcraft, but I wanted to do some stuff that is not directly related to Thaumcraft, so I kind of made Thaumcraft optional, added support for equivalent exchange and Ars Magica, just making a couple items from them. Yeah, I'm going to do a couple other things, like there's a bunch of frames that I want to be able to craft outside of Thaumcraft, so I'm adding some new items to help with that.
Well, that sounds neat.
And then of course all the mutation trees are getting rebuilt.
Cool.
So it used to be you needed to have done 11 mutations before you could actually get into any of the Thaumic Bees species, which was ridiculous. So
yeah, that is a long way, isn't it?
So I added some World Gen hives, and now you can get into them in 4.
Cool. I like that.
You seen any of them yet, Dyer?
No, not yet. Are they in the version we have on Forgecraft 1?
They are, but the Retrodren wasn't enabled because I forgot to enable it in the config I gave player. But if you hop into a Mistcraft Age or any new chunks, you should see them.
Well, I see them in NEI. Deep Hive, Infernal Hive, Oblivion Hive. Nice.
Those are them.
Cool. Yeah. When in doubt, NEI.
Yeah, you should see that. You should actually see the full block version of them because it's hard to see the animation on the Deep, Infernal, and Oblivion hives.
Yeah.
We'll just say Lemming is a bad influence on me.
Oh boy, he's a bad influence on a lot of people. Yet another wrench. There we go. Power. Excellent. MFE charging up. We're of course going to need an LV transformer, and then we need to get a couple basic industrial craft machines going. But my goal here is at least to start off using the ethanol to convert that straight into EU. I don't know exactly how much you get per bucket, but I'm sure at least it'll kind of start working for us. So between the ethanol we're using to produce the EU and the ethanol we're using to produce other stuff, and I might get another can here going. We'll see. I'm not sure. I might get another 1 or 2 generators going. We'll see how fast we want to drain ethanol out of our tanks, because I doubt that I'm being able to keep up with the usage at this point, right? Probably not. Doesn't look like it's moving too much, but maybe going up a little bit. I guess we'll have to let it run for a few minutes and see if this goes higher or lower. If it goes lower, then it means I'm not keeping up. If it goes higher, then maybe I'll build a second biogenerator. But let me get a couple basic industrial craft machines going. Of course, I think the very first one I should make would be the centrifuge, or whatever it is. Yeah, the, whatchamacallit? Yeah. The extractor. That's what I'm looking for. Yes, extractor. Luckily, I have a few extra electronic circuits because I accidentally crafted something once. So I'm probably going to wind up in the end with at least 3 machines. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Extractor. Here we go. Now we're also going to want LV transformer. So that's just going to require a little bit of that. Not a big deal. I already have some rubber. That should do for now. So let's see. I think the only other thing I'm going to need is probably, just because of my cabling situation, a paintbrush. Yellow and red will probably do. Iron and wool. I'm going to need 6 wool. Good thing I got a bunch of it. Yellow, red, that'll do. Probably going to need a little bit more cabling as well. Let's see. I'm going to want this cable to come down here, but I don't want it to touch this guy. So we're going to paint this one red. We'll paint this one yellow coming out the bottom here. There we go. Now they're behaving. Probably want to do 2, right? Like if these are going to be my machines, we're going to want this stuff running here. That should be alright.
Well, the number of errors is going down. We're
Always
still at
promising.
550.
Yeah.
Could be worse. Like it could be
I didn't want that touching.
5,550.
Yeah.
Oh well, I guess it doesn't really hurt for that to
User
touch.
joined your channel.
We'll see what happens when it's all done. Who's that? Jaded?
Me?
Hey, Jaded.
Yeah.
I'm recording. Yeah, see, that's still no good. How are you?
I am still squeeing.
Why is that?
This isn't going live for a while, right?
Probably a couple days.
Yeah. We got partner, and I got a subscription button.
Oh, grats.
So
That's cool.
we're both squee for ourselves and each other.
Very nice. Congratulations.
Pretty
That's
awesome.
pretty awesome, right?
Yeah. Morphe and I both have, moved our way up on the Twitch thingy, which is really good.
Excellent.
I will refrain from squealing since you're recording.
Yeah, I don't want to kill the ears of all my viewers. I do appreciate it, as do they. There we go, guys. We now have some industrial craft power going through. Excellent. And it looks all kinds of fancy. The MFE needs a new texture. I'm serious. I'm going to go tell that to player right now.
Just about everything in industrial craft falls in that bracket.
Yeah, I know, but like the MFE is just a blank box with one side on it. Like, it really needs a new texture.
Yeah, okay.
Like, on the list of things that need a new texture, that's the first one on the block. Alright guys, let me get a couple more machines here, and then we'll be good to go. And with that, guys, we've got more industrial craft machines up and running. Excellent. I made myself the induction furnace, which I'm cooking up the heat now on, and then I made the compressor, which I use to make the stuff for the induction furnace. So I've got all the basic needs of the industrial craft world, at least, just to get started. And of course, I've got the MFE, so I can start charging up some tools and any other stuff I might want to have. So I am pleased with that. Good progress made. Excellent. Back in a few. Oh, for the record, guys, by the way, ethanol tank refilled itself, and it looks like we might be getting even some backlog in here. So this guy's almost full, which means we're producing more than we're using at this point. Now, of course, if we started to, let's see, clear this away. I'm sure if I put a second one here, it would be a little bit of a different story. But maybe I want to do that. Maybe indeed. Cool. Look at that. We've got 2 here now. 2 biogenerators. Now, each of the guys, by the way, put out 32 EU per tick, so I'm getting a 64 total. Perfect. Now, that's probably not able to keep up with the ethanol production, but that's okay. Like I said, eventually we're going to have more ethanol production, but for now, it's a pretty basic setup, and that's fine with me. All right. I think we're all set with industrial craft stuff. Hooray! I can close up this wall because I no longer need to get back there for now. Nice and hidden. Beautiful, the way I like it. Alright guys, we'll be back in just a minute. I would like to start working on a couple other new gadgets. Alright guys, I think it's about time we start on some kind of storage system. In the past I've made a lot of sorting systems right around episode 10 or 11, but this time I'm going to go straight into Applied Energistics. Now there's a couple new blocks that I don't even think he has released on his wiki site yet, so you're going to see a couple new gadgets here that are pretty nifty. But I'm going to get started with the basics of the system, and then we'll kind of advance it as we go along. I don't quite have enough resources to do everything I'm going to want, but I should have a decent amount to at least get started. I think the first thing I should do is get myself some silicon. Now, a good way to get silicon is to use nether quartz, because you can pulverize that into nether quartz dust, and then that will turn into the silicon chips that you need for Applied Energistics. So, basically what you're looking at here is this stuff, the silicon, which you can either get from Certus quartz dust or nether quartz dust, but Certus quartz, way less common than nether quartz. So highly recommend, as long as you don't have a problem jumping into the nether, to take a look at this stuff. It's a way to do it, I think. All right, so we're starting to get some silicon, and since that's already happening, I'm going to go ahead and get 8 of you. Almost, there we go. And I'm going to combine that with gold and some redstone. All right, so we're going to take this off, and we're going to get the ME basic processor. Now this is going to require a bit of energy to make. 30,000, not too bad in terms of energy cost. It saves us in the long run a little bit of redstone. I thought it would be a little faster to make. 30,000 Minecraft joules, I mean, that is kind of a lot. Alright, if all it's saving us is redstone, I'm not going to worry too much about that. I'm going to go ahead and make the cutting knife. So let's see here. If I want to craft this stuff, I just need the cutting knife. So we need
I definitely recommend the cutting knife.
Yeah, I thought it would be a little bit less, crazy. And hey Tog, how you doing? Where'd you come from?
Yeah, I've been here. For using the assembly table, yeah, that's kind of a... I don't know, I never use that. I don't see much point.
Yeah, no, that's definitely not necessary. I mean, it saves you redstone, but like it saves you like 1 per. It's like, eh. Definitely gonna use nether quartz everywhere I can.
I mean, granted, I hardly ever have like a laser assembly in a world of mine, so that might be part of the thing too.
True, that's also possible. I mean, I always have one because I love logic gates. Like, the Buildcraft gates are just awesome for me. So I'll always have one laying around. But, yeah, I'm with you. I'm also going to need at least 1 diamond of these, so might as well get it going now. Yeah, I'm going to need a, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make an auto crafting table from Buildcraft. You're going to be an auto crafting now. This way I can leave my quartz. Oh, really? Auto workbench? I can't even put the quartz crystal thingy in there? That sucks. Quartz cutting knife doesn't even fit in the automatic work table thingy.
Oh, did we upgrade to Buildcraft 3.6?
I don't know, did we?
Yeah, the automatic workbench doesn't take stackable items anymore, or non-stackable items.
Why?
I don't know. They totally redid it.
That's weird. Alright, so I need an ME controller for the basics of an AE network. We're going to need some Fluix crystal, which shouldn't be too bad to make, so I'm going to make that right now. We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 Fluix crystals. Okay, ME controller should have pretty much everything I need for that, minus 1 little piece of iron. We'll just grab a stack. Alright, ME controller. Ah. There we go. Now I want to have all my ME storage down here, and I want to try and be as compact and efficient with space as I can. So I'm thinking pretty much everything's going to live down here in the end, I believe. So, how do I want to run the wiring for all this? Like, I could kind of stick it in this corner. I want to run it off the Buildcraft energy, I think. That probably wouldn't be too bad of a plan. Though, that would mean oil running a lot more regularly. Or do I want to run it off Industrial Craft? Ooh, now I'm making myself double think. Let me... Yeah, I'm second guessing myself now on which one I wanted to go with. Let me think it through, and I'll come back in a minute. Oh boy, that was a lot of portable holding. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. Oh, hey, Certus. Awesome. I need some of that anyway. Alright guys, we are making our very first set of storage cells. Now I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Okay, I really don't have as much stuff as I needed for that. I need more redstone, I think. Right? Where'd they go? There they are. Storage cell. 7, 8, 9. Cool. And then I'm going to upgrade these guys. I'm upgrading them to... No, not that. These. 1, 2, 3. Cool. Now I'm going to need another diamond one, so we're going to need this, this. Yeah, this is such an expensive mod, so starting it this early is just like a little bit crazy, but you know what? I think we can pull it off. I do need to go mining, because there's a few things I'm short on. Like gold, for example. I'm really short on gold, I believe. Yeah. But part of the reason I'm doing this is because I want to set up an automatic mining system, and you know me, right? Like, I'm not going to set up an auto mining system unless I'm at the point where I can auto mine. Oh, you know what I need? It's glowstone. Okay, that shouldn't be a problem. I have some of that. And then 16K storage. Excellent. My very first storage block. Woohoo! Now I'm probably going to want a couple more of those, but I'll make them mostly off camera. And we're going to get the ME drive here. I want to get one of them, please. Oh, what, I don't have the stuff for that? Oh, now I have the inventory open. There we go. ME storage drive. This guy is going to store the 16K storages. So in my single player series, I had chests and I had pre-formatters. I kind of like the way that works, but then I thought back to myself and I'm like, you know what? Like the last 10 or 15 episodes, I haven't even been touching those chests. I've just been using the interface. So, Yeah, I might as well just go straight up for it. So I'm going to go down here, put the ME controller. I did decide, oh, you know what? Since I did decide, I might as well grab the thing I need, right? I grabbed, decided I wanted to do this. Industrial craft power. And I'm probably going to rearrange some of the work down here, open this up a little bit more, you know, clear out some space, but I wanted to kind of make this wide open. So we're going to be doing a little bit of work tweaking the way the underground bunker looks down here, but in the end I think it'll look really nice. Alright, so let's see. We're going to snag just a bit of power. We're going to bring it straight down to here, I think. Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. Ta-da! The ME drive, powered up, ready to roll. Now this is going to drain power, so it will slowly drain some of our ethanol, but I'm not too worried about that. Not a problem, right? Then we're going to want the drive hooked up next to it, and you can see now it recognizes there's a drive online, and inside the drive we'll put our first 16K storage unit, okay? That's cool. Look at this. Oh, you can set the priority from the tabs now? Nice. Tog, did you know that?
Yeah.
That's new, I think. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's fairly new, yeah.
That is cool. Alright, not sure if this will be the final format of where I put things. Like, it's kind of close to my industrial craft power, but I'm not too worried about it. In the end, I'll probably move things around a bit and reorganize down here. I'm kind of organically growing this room, and it's starting to stumble all over itself. But that's okay. Not too worried. So, item storage is good. We want to quick make a ME storage interface. So, let's see. Storage monitor. No, I want the interface. Crafting terminal. Crafting monitor. Access terminal. That's what I want. Cool. What are we going to need for the access terminal? We're going to need some ME cabling, which requires some of the Fluix dust. Fluix dust requiring each type of nether dust. Alright, not too big a deal. Let's start pulverizing this stuff. I'm going to disable the output on this guy. And just start pulverizing, I don't know. Well, I'll pulverize about 26 nether dust. That shouldn't be a problem. That'll do. And I want the access terminal, so I need the conversion matrix, which requires a bit more of that Fluix dust. One of these basics. Alright, I think I got most of that on me. That'll do for now. Alright, just one for now. Probably need more in the future. Beautiful. And I've got some cabling, but we're probably going to want more of that as well. Alright, so if my item storage is all the way over here, I want to access it from, let's say, right in the center of this room, maybe? Maybe. I mean, there's a couple places I could set this up, really. Let's start with here. I'm going to need a little bit more of this stuff, so let's go ahead and craft it up. A little bit more Fluix dust, and a little bit more of the cabling. That might be just enough. We'll see. Yeah, I don't really want this cabling too much of a mess, but might not be an option. Give me a minute, guys. I need to sort through how I want to lay out the wiring. Alright guys, I think I came up with a solution here. Just move this stuff over to the other side of the room, running the power up along there. So we've got power running into it. I'm just going to sneak behind it here and, you know, do something like this. Let's see. Yeah, this will be perfect. It doesn't really matter which one of these I plug into, so I might as well plug into the closer of the two. And again, I'm going to clean this room up a lot once I'm done getting all the functional stuff in place. I just want to kind of get it working at this point, you know what I mean? I know I always say that, but I'll try. I will. I promise. In the end, I think we're going to have a pretty nice downstairs room. I just need to, you know, rearrange almost everything at this point just to make it fit. But for now, that works. All right, so we should have access to our storage network upstairs. Now, my goal here is to eventually have one of these in every main room. So every main room where I want to access items, be it maybe even my Thaumcraft room, I might want to have something like this. That would be possible. ME terminal, accessing it, working perfectly, would be really cool. But now I have access to stuff, so I can just start throwing things in there, and we don't have to worry too much about it. Excellent. I'm happy. That looks good. So we can go down here and see that we've got all our stuff set up. Very cool. All right, I will be back in just a minute. Oh boy, guys, looks like it's wrapping up time already. So, I've got my ME terminal in place here. It's going to be available for me inside my processing room. Anytime I want to access any items, I can come right in here. I'll be able to access the stuff in the Applied Energistics network. I'm going to eventually migrate everything here out of this chest area and into the Applied Energistics network. And then this room will probably be repurposed into some kind of, you know, processing or building room or something cool in there. But for now, we definitely got to wrap up. I need to go do some mining, which I'm going to do off camera, and hopefully find myself some gold. Might even venture into the Twilight Forest to mine, because I heard there's some pretty good mining to be had in there, but I might just go into my normal mining cave area. We'll see. But for now, I'm pleased with the progress I made. Got one 16K storage unit in there. I'm probably going to want to craft a few more of those things. Probably also going to rearrange this room just a bit. It's a bit of a mess right now, but we'll definitely clean it up. Don't worry. For now, though, Direwolf 20 signing off on episode 11. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll come back next time to work more on the Applied Energistics system. Hopefully in the next episode or two, I'll have a completely automated system for routing everything, including pulverizing and smelting all the ores and stuff. And once that's done, I'll be able to start auto mining, and I have a couple new ideas on some stuff, just some tweaks to some old designs. I mean, we don't have frames right now, so we have no way to mine with frames, but don't worry, I'll come up with something pretty cool, I'm sure. Alright guys, take it easy.